and a beautiful welcome to our family joining us from all over the world. A Merry Christmas to those all over the world and those here, anyone here who celebrates. And it's so beautiful to be with you this evening. We always start satsang with a question that's come in advance from our online, internet-based family. And then we open it up to any questions that anyone here might have. So I'll start with one of these, and then there's a microphone there, which they'll put more in the center. And if you have a question, just feel free, come up to the mic, share your name, share where you're from, and ask your question. But we'll start with one of these. Why do so many spiritual people have economic and financial problems? This is asked by Janu from New York. Why do so many spiritual people have economic and financial problems? It's not that at all. Financial problems affect and afflict the religious to the non-religious, the spiritual to the non-spiritual, and everybody in between. कोई बात नहीं भैया, खोलने दो, खोले रहने दो, कोई बात नहीं, हवा आते चाहे. It's not that at all. The difference is, spiritual people have an expectation that's different than others, that they should not have those problems. Non-religious people, non-spiritual people, seem to sort of expect that this is kind of the way of the world. Yes, they're going to work hard. Yes, they're going to do what they can. But there's not so much a sense of like, I'm a devoted person. I go every day to mandir or church or synagogue or gurdwara. I do this, I do that. Why is this happening to me? And so you tend to hear more, I think, about those problems from people who are spiritual, because there's a sense of much more injustice. That like, here I am doing this for God. Look, I go to the temple. Look, I do the puja. Look, I give dakshina. Look, I do this. And still I am facing these problems. And it's not just financial, by the way. You hear it about any problems. You know, here on the banks of Ganga, we have so many people who come throughout the year to perform the ash immersion ceremony, the Asti Visarjan of their loved ones. And very, very frequently, when the loved one is too young to expect to die, one of the comments that comes up so frequently is, I don't have faith in God anymore. Like, I used to believe in God, but now that my brother, sister, husband, wife, child has passed away, like, we are such good people, we are pious people, we are devoted people. How did this happen? It means that there is no God. It's actually perfect in a way that this question arose today on Christmas, because there's a lot of overlaps, of course, between the teachings of all of the different religious traditions. When you have the beautiful privilege and opportunity that I've had to be at these high-level interfaith gatherings around the world, what you realize is, as you listen to the leaders speak, that actually so many of the world's religions have so much overlap at their core around peace and love and oneness and sharing and generosity. But there's a very interesting overlap also between Christianity and Sanatan Dharma, specifically with regard to Christmas, which is that Jesus Christ was born in the manger, means in a stable where they keep horses and cows. And we were talking about this last night on Christmas Eve, and he was born there because no one would give his mom a nicer place to give birth, so there she was in the manger. Born there, certainly not an ideal situation, not the sterility and the facilities of a hospital, not the comfort of a home, a stable. Bhagawan Krishna was born in jail. And they're both very powerful because they teach us one very important thing. Do not think that just because you are a spiritual person, or even that you are the incarnation of the divine. I mean, Bhagawan Krishna is not just a person on earth. Jesus Christ is not seen as just a person on earth. Whether we say Son of God, God himself, whatever we say, these are the highest level of divine beings worshipped by their traditions. One born in jail, the other born in a stable. You look at the story of Bhagwan Ram, sent off into exile, into the jungles, with nothing. Why are these stories given to us? Why is it that so frequently, when we see the divine come on earth, it's stories of struggle? Jesus Christ was a carpenter, right? You say, why do spiritual people have financial problems? Well, look back all the way from the beginning. Bhagwan Ram, of course, was a prince, but was in exile with nothing. Bhagwan Krishna spent his childhood essentially as his uncle tried to kill him over and over and over again. Different types of hardships, but severe hardships nonetheless. And I think that these teachings are given to us to ensure that whenever we have struggles in our life, whether it's a financial and economic struggle, whether it's a different type of struggle, that we will never feel like, hey, I'm a spiritual person, I'm entitled to something better. That we'll never feel like, oh, God let me down because look, I lost this or I lost that. Because we'll be able to look back, and whether we look back at Bhagwan Krishna, Bhagwan Ram, we look back at Jesus Christ, whatever aspect of the divine we are worshiping, their lives are full of struggle. To remind us that it's not about having everything be comfortable. It's not about having all of the financial wealth and luxury and this and that. But that's not why we're here. We're here to have a divine realization. We're here to realize the oneness of ourselves with the divine. We're here to learn how to forgive, as Pujya Swamiji was speaking about in the Arti, how to forgive, how to live, how to love. Because all of these beings, even in the midst of such hardship, give the same messages, different ways, but same messages. Love all. Serve all. Forgive those who harmed you. When Bhagwan Ram and Sita Ma came back from Lanka, Ma Kaike ke paas gaye pranam kiya. Socha. Pranam kiya. Not just, hi, yeah, we made it. No thanks to you. Aake pranam kiya. The forgiveness ka baap hai. Think about this. The lessons are very deep. How to forgive, how to live, how to love, how to share, how to give. So never think that just because you're spiritual, somehow you're entitled to having luxury, or you're entitled to not having struggles or challenges. Pick up any scripture, pick up any story. It's struggles, struggle, 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 challenge, challenge, challenge. In fact, one of my favorite teachings on this is from Kunti, the end of the Mahabharata war, when Bhagwan Krishna says to her, Kuch bhi mango, ask anything. You've suffered so much, and you've suffered with such grace, such devotion, such resilience. Ask anything. And she says, lifetime after lifetime, give me pain. Bhagwan Krishna says, pain? You've suffered so much. Let me give you some, nice boon. Why do you want pain? She says, because I've noticed in my life that when everything was going very well, you were far away. And at my toughest moments, you were right here with me. So give me pain so that lifetime after lifetime, you will be there with me. So don't ask, how did God do this to me? Ask, what am I supposed to learn from this? How am I supposed to grow from this? What is my lesson in this? Because that's what we're here for. Yeah, beautiful question. Any questions that anyone here has? Yes, of course, just come to the mic. भैया इसको यहाँ बीच में रख लीजिएगा. धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this option and this opportunity. My question to you, have you ever feel the presence of God?
I feel the presence of God almost all the time.
How can you explain this?
How do you feel it? Imagine that you're inside your house and your doors are all closed and your windows are all closed and the sun is shining outside. Beautiful sunny day. And you want to know how to feel the rays of the sun. Well, there's nothing that you can do inside your house. Sure, you can turn on the heater, you can light a fire. You'll feel some variation of warmth, but you won't feel the light of the sun. In order to feel the light of the sun, you have to open your doors, you have to open your windows, you have to actually immerse yourself to feel it. The sun's not going to come and knock down your door and insist that you let him shine on you. You have to open the door. You have to open the blinds and open the windows. You have to expose yourself. If you've got 6 layers of clothing on, even you go outside, you still won't feel the warmth of the sun. You might feel a bit claustrophobic and stuffy, but you're not going to feel the warmth of the sun. You have to actually take off that which is covering you, blocking you. Only then you'll feel it. There's an openness, there's a willingness, there's an exposure, a vulnerability. Walk into it. God is everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to go anywhere.
Yes.
But you have to remove that which is blocking you from feeling it. For most of us, I'll give you a trick or hint. For most of us, it's our minds that are blocking us. Most of us live way too much in our minds, and we're so busy trying to figure everything out. We're so busy trying to describe everything, think about everything, analyze things, complain about things, that our hearts are just kind of taking this back seat while our brain, mind drives the show. And the problem is you'll never know God like that. This is why we meditate, and why in meditation, even amongst all of the different schools and lineages of meditation, we always focus on quieting the mind. Quiet the mind, quiet the mind. Whether you do it through a mantra, whether you do it through bringing the awareness to your breath, whether you do it through recitation of a prayer, through an open-eyed meditation, however you do it, you must quiet the mind. Because if you don't quiet the mind, you can't feel in the heart. But we also sometimes don't open our hearts if we've been hurt. We have this sense of like, God betrayed me. Like I was saying before, I've been hurt. Something happened to someone I love. They got sick, they died, or someone left me. I loved them, I depended on them, they left me, maybe they died, maybe they divorced me, broke up with me, whatever it is. But I've been hurt in some way. Or I've got some terminal illness. Something has happened due to which I have closed my heart. That's what happens to most of us. So it's either a problem in the mind that we are just way too stuck in the mind, at which point the answer is quiet the mind. Feel in the heart. Or the problem is that we have closed our heart to God because of something that has happened. First case solution is drop into your heart. Second case solution is the answer that I gave in the first question, which is remember. There's no scripture, there's no teaching, there's nowhere where God says, come to me, unite with me, and you'll never get sick or die. Your loved ones will never get sick or die. You'll never lose money. Your house will never burn down. You'll never get fired from your job or dumped by a girlfriend or boyfriend. God never says that. No scripture says that. It's come to me. And no matter what you face, you will be anchored, you will be grounded, you will be connected. That's the promise. So figure out which way you are blocked from the presence of God. It may be both. A lot of us have both. And work with them, layer by layer by layer, so that you can open yourself to that divine presence.
How you feel when you...
Come a little closer to the mic. Yeah.
How you feel when you feel the presence of God? Because before this, maybe you are a general people like we are. We didn't connect God. But after connecting with God and before connecting with God, what kind of differences you seen in your nature,
Beautiful.
your character? Because
Beautiful.
I'm also in that journey. I'm searching of God. I do meditation 2 to 3 hours, and I also read a lot of holy books like Swami Vivekananda, Bhagavad Gita, and all kind of books, whatever I like more. And I always feel that God is everywhere. He is now here. He is seeing me, feeling me. But I need the highest level of this connectivity. So please explain me.
So the difference between how I felt before I experienced God and how I feel after. As Pujya Swamiji would say, from pieces to peace. Simplest way to describe it. Before having that experience of God, I felt like I was separate. Separate from everyone, separate from the universe, definitely separate from God, but also just separate from everyone. I felt like there was something not quite right about me. Didn't have very good self-confidence. I was a straight A student. I was a huge success by external standards. But inside, I felt like I had to keep doing and doing and doing in order to be worthy. So have to work hard, have to get straight A's, have to be the top of my class, have to do this, have to do that. And then it's like you're worthy of feeling good about yourself.
Okay.
So I judged myself very, very strongly based on what I did. I identified very much based on my physical body, what it looked like, how much it weighed, what clothes it was wearing, where it was going, who it was going there with, what it was doing, what happened to it, all of that. Once I had the experience of being in the presence of the divine, I've never felt separate again. It's not that I've been ecstatically happy every minute. Still very much human. Certainly have emotional, waves. But I've never had a moment in which I have felt separate from the universe. That awareness is so deep that it's always, always, always there. I've never identified myself as my body again. It's never been about what it looks like, what happened to it, nothing like that. I've gone from feeling quite literally, again, going back to Pujya Swamiji's beautiful, short and simple way of saying it, literally, like I was in pieces and that I was holding myself together. That was really what life felt like I was just holding myself together. Doing this, doing that, doing this, holding it all together, but in pieces, inside, to literally feeling in beautiful peace. And again, it doesn't mean that you don't have moments of challenge, moments of difficulty, moments of frustration, moments of anger, but there is a foundation that is permanent.
Yes, right.
And so what I have found is that the emotional waves get much, much, much smaller. So where the emotional waves used to go like this,
Yes, the same.
now they go more like this. Like you don't drop very low down because there is a foundation of knowing who you are and that place in the universe and that presence of the divine. Yeah, beautiful. Other
you.
questions? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Myself, Abhinay, and my question is from Prayagraj, and I just wanted, and today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
I just wanted to a gift from your side. That's my question. In the form of question, my question is, what is the purpose of life, and what is the perspective of humans, being happy or being divine person?
Beautiful. Purpose of life is very simple. It is the same for all of us. That highest dharma, highest purpose for all of us is to wake up and know the truth of who we are. What we call Atma Darshan. Sakshatkar. Sat Chit Anand. Whatever phrase or word you use. But to have that self-realization, to know that you are divine. When we say aham brahmasmi or tattvam asi, to know that. But not just to know it because I said it or you read it in a book, but to actually feel I am one with the divine. I am that which is eternal, that which is unchanging. To have that awareness is the highest purpose. But then we all also have our dharma here as humans, in bodies that are born, that do change, that do die. We have skills, we have abilities, we have opportunities, we have resources. And our dharma is to fulfill those purposes. Most of us have many dharma. We have dharma as a child to our parents. Dharma as a parent to our children. Dharma as a sibling. Dharma to the community. To give back to the community, to serve the community in some powerful way. We have Dharma to the world, to be an instrument of the divine here on earth in whatever way we can. And we have individual dharmas based again on our own opportunities, skills, resources, situation that we are in. Arjun's dharma was to fight the war, to restore dharma to the land. We all have dharma. So, highest dharma, realize your true self. Beneath that, fulfill your duties in all of your different roles that you play, remembering that you are here as an instrument of the divine. As Pujya Swamiji was saying, and as we remind all the time, to ask not what for me, but what through me. Mera madhyam se kya? How can I be an instrument for this planet? So it's a beautiful birthday lesson.
Thank you.
It's for all of us, whether it's our birthday or not, the moment that we actually realize that. And then when you were asking about happiness and divinity, when we realize we are divine, the happiness comes automatically. When you don't realize you're divine, you'll never be sustained happy. You'll get this, you'll be happy for a few moments, buy something new, earn something new, do something, nice party, nice vacation, nice pizza, nice movie. Feel good for a little while, then it's over, you need more. Right? Man mange more and more and more. But when you realize कि पहले से पूर्ण है, तो more का कुछ है ही नहीं.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the realization. Wonderful. Yeah, someone here. Yes, you and then you.
Pranam.
Pranam.
My question is, I am understanding whatever you are saying to everyone, and some of the moments are there where I am able to feel that I am connected to that source, the divine, and there are many such situations in life where I am feeling so much overwhelmed or blessed that I am being taken care by that force itself or by whatever I am feeling continuously. But sometimes I feel that so intense, sometimes I am again into those life situations.
Yes.
So you have been through the entire experience. My question is, how much patience one must have to go through this journey?
Full patience, tons of patience. You must keep having patience, keep having patience, keep having patience. Because each of us, remember, has our own karmic journey.
Yes.
There's no mathematical equation that says add this to this, minus that, multiply it by that, and that's the day you will get enlightenment.
Exactly.
Keep having patience and recognize it's not only about the destination. It's the journey. Along the way, you're getting deeper and deeper and deeper. You're growing more and more. You're expanding more and more. So allow the journey to happen also.
Yes.
Okay? And never feel badly. Never feel like, oh, abhi tak nahi pahuncha.
Yes.
Just keep noticing this human experience. Appreciate the human experience. If God had wanted us not to have a human experience, we wouldn't have had one. So notice it, enjoy it. It's part of the lila. Just don't take it too seriously.
Okay.
Take your dharma seriously,
Yeah.
but don't take the problem seriously.
Okay.
Fulfilling your dharma, very important. But as you have these setbacks Today I got angry. Oh, today I was so jealous. Oh, today, God, I really wanted those shoes she was wearing so badly. I was like so jealous of her shoes. Just laugh at yourself. Just laugh.
Okay.
Wah, human being. J-O. Right? Just notice it. Smile, laugh, and just ask God, ki tomorrow. Just fill me with a little more awareness tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Wonderful.
so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Last.
Hello. Hi. Namaste. While my spiritual journey has been fairly recent, I do feel very close to God. I feel Him in some kind of divine guidance. My question is, should you look for God's hint in everything, or are some things in life just incidental?
Beautiful. I want to also, I realized you had a question too. Come, I want to take hers as well, and we'll see if they relate, and because we'll end with this one. Come. I realized I had told her we would take it next. So I want to.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Reshma. I have a question that what happens to our soul when we are dead? I have read one book, Many Lives, Many Masters. In that book, it was about a psychiatrist
Yes,
and her patient,
yes, of
and his
course.
patient. She told that she had gone through many lives. Her soul was floating, searching for a new body, and seeing masters also. Is it really true?
Okay. So, first, do we see God's help in everything? Absolutely. Absolutely. I do not believe anything is random. I do not believe anything is a coincidence. I believe that everything happens for a reason. There's always a lesson to be learned. There's always some experience that makes us deeper, richer. Whatever is happening, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is this experience able to teach me? How can I grow? Don't take it as a punishment. Don't take anything as a punishment. Take it as a lesson. And understand that whatever you're going through, God is always there. Right in this hall every morning, the beautiful prayers that are chanted say, Tu akele nahi pyare, Ram tere saath mein. To remember that, whatever you're going through, God is always there. Sometimes you feel the hand of God, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it isn't. But just remember, wherever you are, God is always there, and there's always something in every moment for you to be learning and growing. Sometimes it'll feel great, sometimes it won't feel so great. But everything, every opportunity, every situation is meant to take you deeper and deeper and deeper. Last, the soul. So this is a bit of an evergreen question that arises quite frequently. The soul, either one of two things happens. In most cases, the soul takes another body to take the next step of its karmic journey. We have a karmic bank account. Whatever we do, it creates karmic fruit. This is core Bhagavad Gita 101. Everything you do is an action. Every action has a result. Some of the results are sweet. They're what we call good karma. Some of the results are bitter. They're what we call bad karma. But it's really just the sweetness or the bitterness of the fruit. It's never good or bad. Because it's all exactly A, what we've planted, and B, that which is going to take us to our next level. So most of the time when we die and the soul leaves the body, it takes another body. Like If you wanted to drive from here to Paris, if Paris was your ultimate highest destination, you got in a car and you started going, and, maybe you made it kind of as far as, somewhere in the Middle East, let's say. Then your car died. Well, you wouldn't say, oh, I guess this is now where I'm meant to live for eternity. You'd get another car. You would remember, that's my destination. You'd get another car, you'd keep driving. Maybe now you make it as far as, Turkey, Italy. Maybe a car breaks down again. You get another car. You'll have as many, you keep getting cars, as many as you need to get to Paris. Same thing. The soul will keep taking incarnations until finally we have burned through this karmic bank account. But if you want a shortcut, because Arjuna asks Krishna in the Gita, he says, so if every good thing I do gives me this good karma, this sweet fruit, and every negative thing I do gives me this bitter fruit, and I have to keep coming back to eat the sweet fruit, eat the bitter fruit, how do I get free? Bhagavan Krishna says, Yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjahoshi dadasyat yat tapasya sekonteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Just surrender to me. Surrender to me. Everything you do, surrender it to me, including all the good stuff. All of your sadhana, your yagna, your tapas, your seva, every good thing also that you do. Just surrender it to me. Realize you're not the doer. Realize you are just the vehicle. You are just the instrument. Namitta matrabha. Just you are an instrument in God's hands. It's the shortcut to freeing yourself from that constant coming back, coming back, coming back. And eventually, when that karmic bank account is empty, this is when we merge with the divine. That Jivatma remerges, reunites, because ultimately it was never actually separate, but remembers its union with Paramatma. Yeah, beautiful. Have a beautiful rest of your evening, everyone. I know there were some questions we didn't get to tonight, but we will take them tomorrow. Again, a very Merry Christmas to all of those who celebrate here and joining us online. And I look so forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And remember, during the day, to be sure to take advantage of our yoga classes and meditation and philosophy, and come join the morning yagna, the fire ceremony. Like, just fill yourself with as much divine experience as you possibly can while you're here. And I look so forward to seeing you all again here tomorrow evening.